Welcome to another episode of Hypnosis by Design. I'm your host, Denny Van, and today we're going to be navigating the topic of the energy realms. It's a journey from the seven chakras to nine centers. And with this fascinating realm of human design, if you haven't already gone down that rabbit hole, we're going to talk about the energy centers from this traditional chakra system of seven along the spine to the modern perspective of the nine energy centers according to human design. So, in this realm of energy healing and spiritual practices, the concept of energy centers within the human body plays a significant role. And traditionally, teachings like Reiki have emphasized the existence of seven main energy centers known as chakras. And these are influencing various aspects of our physical and emotional well being. However, this intriguing theory, introduced by human design, suggests that a fundamental shift occurred in human beings, like during the 1700s. I can't remember the exact date, but it's around the 1700s, in the middle of thereabouts. And this resulted in the emergence of two additional energy centers within us. And this paradigm shift from being perceived as seven energy center beings to potentially being nine energy center beings opened up new perspectives on understanding ourselves and our connection with the universe. And this is powerful. Now, I learned about human design in 2016, and I became a Reiki practitioner. I think I completed all of the trainings in about 3, 4 years from Reiki 1 to master teacher and practiced on myself and others. And I use a pendulum. And so between like 2005 to about 2017, after I learned about human design, when I would work on someone, I would sense something extra, something different, something more powerful within a person's energy field. And I began to put together that this was the sensing of those additional energy centers. And this was a very powerful place to be in understanding, because what the primary difference is between leading in a seven centered world and leading in a nine centered world. We're going to break that down. The primary differences between leadership in a seven centered and nine centered world, according to, the sources. We have Reiki sources, and then we have human design. We also have traditional chakra systems, ancient systems talking about these energy centers. So, in a seven centered world leadership, this is characterized by assertiveness, by anger, and the power to control others through the strategic use of timing and force. This type of leadership was crucial for survival in the seven centered paradigm. Manifestors, with their innate capacity for initiation and impact through their closed auras, were the dominant leaders in this era. Now we shifted somewhere in the 1700s. Now there's the theory that this shift created a nine centered world leadership. And this paradigm values communion. And this operates on a different type of power dynamic. Manifestors, still impactful, are now considered no longer at the top of the hierarchy, so they say, I wouldn't know, but I'm just kind of sharing the information that I found out. If this resonates with you, great. If not, take what resonates with you and move on. But their anger, I'm a manifester, if you didn't know, but our anger is not as effective and often perceived negatively. So we're kind of learning and shifting between this seven and nine centered realm in where we sit with initiating our energy. So their anger is not as effective and is often perceived negatively. And many of us will feel like we're being projected on when we do try to move forward within our energy. So the nine centered world requires adaptation from manifestors and projectors with their ability to guide and direct the energy of generators and others. They are kind of like emerging as leaders, natural leaders in this area. And essentially, the shift from the seven centers to the nine centered world will signify a move away from leadership based on force and control toward leadership rooted in guidance, collaboration, and shared awareness. So, we're going to talk about some key points to further explore this idea of these primary differences between leading in a seven centered world and leading in a nine centered world. First of all, understanding of power dynamics. In the seven centered world, power dynamics were more overt and based on control through anger and force. So leaders wielded authority through domination and strategic maneuvers. On the other hand, leadership in the nine centered world emphasizes collaboration, consensus building, and shared decision making. And the role of manifestors played a central role in the leadership within the seven-centered paradigm because of, the ability to initiate action and impact on others directly with their closed aura. However, in the shift to the nine-centered world, manifestors might find themselves needing to adapt their approach to their traditional methods because you will adapt. The Borg in me is coming out. You will adapt because traditional methods are no longer effective and maybe even not received well. And what worked before is not working anymore. And if we keep doing those same thing over and over again, we're going to create some insanity. So, tip number 3 is to focus in on communion because leadership in a nine centered world places a greater emphasis on connection, empathy, understanding among individuals rather than a hierarchy structure or a dominance over others. Leaders are expected to foster relationships that promote harmony and inclusivity across all centers within the nine centered being. And then there's an impact of perception that happens. The way leaders are perceived differs significantly between these two worlds. In the seven centered paradigm, displays of anger and assertiveness were often seen as signs of strength or authority. However, in a nine centered world, those kind of behaviors may be viewed negatively or as barriers to genuine communication and collaboration. So, really diving into these differences, you can now feel the valuable insights into how leadership styles, depending on your role and what your desires and your goals are, how these styles have evolved alongside these shifts in human consciousness from one paradigm to the other. And there's an increasing and interesting perspective on the evolving nature of leadership in our changing world. And this shift from forceful control to guidance aligns with the transition into this nine centered world where new ways of leading and working together are emerging. It's going to be fascinating to see how these changes continue to unfold in various aspects of society as we move forward and become more aware. Because in human design, there are nine energy centers and five energy types that play distinct roles in how individuals interact within the world. And each of these types has their own unique characteristics and strategies for engaging with others effectively. In a nine centered world, understanding these energy types can provide valuable insight into how people operate and relate to one another. So, this time I want to start with reflectors. So, we're going to go into each of the energy types. But again, these are just generalities. So, take what resonates with you, let go of the rest. And I hope this ignites some experimentation within your own energy centers. So, with reflectors, reflectors have a rare gift for mirroring the collective energies of those around them without any fixed identity themselves, acting as barometers of group dynamics or societal trends. They possess heightened intuition, which allows them insight into underlying motivations behind actions taken by others. And in this new era, reflectors' capacity will become increasingly important as we navigate complex societal structures. So, reflectors being the mirrors, reflecting collective energies for insightful guidance. And with your unique capacity as a reflector to reflect back the energies around you, reflectors offer valuable insights into group dynamics and serve as catalysts for positive change in society. So own it. If this resonates with you, own it. Now, manifestors. I'm a manifester, if in case you didn't know. Manifestors have a powerful impact on the world through their ability to initiate action and make things happen. And so they are here to inform others about their plans before taking action, so they say, as their spontaneous nature can sometimes be perceived as abrupt or disruptive. And so this can create resistance with others. In a nine centered world, manifestors can serve as catalysts for change and innovative or innovation by boldly pursuing their visions while keeping others informed along the way. So, again, manifestors are the pioneers of energetic initiatives. They're the initiators into this new era. Every day is a new era, but manifestors hold the power to initiate action and bring new ideas into existence. And I've learned sometimes I don't even have to verbally say it. I'll just think it and allow my energy to affect the field to initiate change within my environment. And this helps shape the energetic landscape within the nine centered world with their boldness and creativity. All right, so manifestors, if this resonates with you, own it. And next, our precious generators. Generators are known for their sustainable energy and ability to work consistently toward achieving goals. You strive when you find work that is fulfilling and aligns with your passions, allowing you to tap in this deep reservoir of vitality. In a nine centered world, generators play a crucial role in bringing stability and productivity to various endeavors through their dedication and commitment. So, generators, listen up. You are the vital energy source and driving transformation. You are a powerful engine of sustainable energy. You fuel progress and innovation in the nine centered world through your ability to consistently generate life force for yourself and others. So, generators, if this resonates, own it. Moving on to manifesting generators. You know, Manifesting generators, they combine the traits of both manifestors and generators, creating their own unique processing, and they possess quick decision making skills along with enduring energy levels. They excel at multitasking and prefer having multiple projects as they go on simultaneously. And in a nine centered world, you guys, manifesting generators, you bring versatility and efficiency to tasks by leveraging your unique blend of initiative taking abilities. So, manifesting generators, are dynamic creators, blending action and intuition, combining the swift initiative of manifestors with the enduring vitality of generators. Manifesting generators, you are a dynamic creator and you shape reality through the harmonious blend of action and intuition in a nine centered world. All right, so next we have projectors. Projectors have a wonderful innate talent for guiding others toward success through insightful observations and strategic advice giving. They excel in recognizing patterns within systems or groups, making them natural leaders who thrive in adversity. You thrive in those roles rather than direct control positions. So, in a nine centered world, projectors offer valuable perspectives on collaboration and shared awareness by facilitating harmonious interactions among diverse individuals. So if you are a projector, you are the guiding light of the nine centered world in a world where energy dynamics are changing. Projectors play a crucial role as leaders who guide and direct the energies of others toward collective growth and evolution. So, understanding these different energy types can really help all of us become aware and appreciate each other's strengths while also fostering a more effective communication between our own energy centers and with our own energy being with other energy beings. All right. So, with that said, navigating the energy realms and going on this journey of the seven chakra centers to the nine centers in human design, I want to hear from you. I want to hear what you loved, and I want to hear what you would love more of. And in the meantime, keep being amazing.